Hi, it's Abby again. I just made a video and I gotta make one more video. And I gotta do this now because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to make another one. But I wanted to talk about something that was on my mind yesterday. And I'd happened to watch a video about aliens. It was something like Aliens A to Z. So it was for human beings who want to get a feel for what aliens are out there. And you're going to hear all kinds of alien names, what their location is in in astrology or in the star system or whatever, and then what their race is like. And apparently these are all, secret documents that they found from the government, and now they're sharing. So I gave it my full, this is good that I'm doing this, because this is totally not me. I don't go looking for other information. And as I was watching it, the spirit world asked me, do you know what you're watching, or what does this mean to you? And I told them, well, I've been feeling so many alien connections. I'm just curious to see what other people have to say about alien beings. And I told them, I don't lay down and believe everything you hear. I don't. In fact, I really try to evaluate through a sensitivity level of what feels right or what doesn't. And it took about 24 hours. So today, I've been digesting everything that I heard, honestly, and through my own soul to see how it feels in my soul. And many thoughts. I'm sharing this with you because this is important. If you are looking for wisdom on alien beings, this is important. Okay, so let me see where I need to begin with this. Okay, so I'm going to ask the spirit world where to begin on sharing what it... Okay, this was the first thought that I had. I was very not aligned with what was shared. I was not aligned with it because I'm not aligned with any sort of video that makes human beings feel like we are inferior and feel like there's so much advancement out there and that we are entirely inferior to it. That type of video makes me feel like I am inferior, that I should be in fear of what is in existence in the universe, and that there's nothing here to help me against alien beings. You have to know that you are not inferior. Human beings were never inferior. Something has happened here which altered our relationship. I do not have the answer to this, exact answer to this. I'm just telling you what feels right in my heart, what I've always felt in my soul. Even as a little kid, I felt like I was the infinite universe. I literally did. I used to play in the forest all the time, and I would talk to the trees, and I would talk to animals, and I would talk to the insects, and I would ask them to share their wisdom with me, and I felt like I was the infinite universe, and that I was connected just like a tree, with my own branches connected with light, being in beams of light that were connected with every single thing in an infinite universe. As a human being, we are not monkeys, we're not apes, we are not inferior, we are not. We are hypnotized right now to not be able to see our true value and true potential. We are hypnotized. One thing I disliked about the video was the discussion about supreme alien races who are interacting with our governmental systems. Supreme beings, who are the human beings that are in our governmental systems? What is the wisdom of their soul? What is the experience of their soul? What is the vibration of their soul? Why are supreme beings communicating with presidents and politicians and such, when you have human beings that are existing all over the planet with extremely ancient souls? Where are the interactions with them? Where is the decision making to work with the old soul human beings? Supreme beings know who the old souls are on a planet. Supreme beings do know this stuff. They're not like human beings. What we understand, and I just told you we are infinite, but under the veil and in the hypnotic state we are in, and the belief system that we've been raised to feel even inferior to a calculator. We are raised to feel inferior to a calculator. That is the truth. We are not inferior to a calculator. Human beings actually have the capacity to be the calculator itself, to be the computer itself, to be that superior, to be that advanced and amazing. We are amazing beings. And that's what irritated me, and I wouldn't allow myself to have any emotional reaction to it. But as the night went on and I just talked in my last video about how I've been kind of feeling a little bit of friction, and then a little bit more of a veil, sort of more disconnected from my the love that I experience from aliens that are kind to me and are here to look out for me and help me and help. They too want to share a message with you. They too do. Just like spirits and angels and everybody. They too want to share wisdom and benevolence here. They actually love human beings. There's human beings, I talk about this in another video. You know, you can look at benevolent alien beings sort of like you look at human beings who are here to save the whales, human beings that are here to, help the jungle and, plant trees, and, human beings who are here for a cause to try to help the earth and other human beings and all that stuff. And there are benevolent alien beings who actually love and adore us, and that are tired of seeing the corruption that exists here, and they need to see the corruption go away. They see that how we are treated, they see how we are manipulated, and they feel very disagreeable about that, and they feel like that has to stop. That has to stop because it is not right. Because if that were taking place for me, I would want somebody to help me too. These are benevolent alien beings. There are alien beings that is their nature. It is their nature to not be of service to us, to not be kind to us. That is their instinctive nature. It is their instinctive nature. And some of those do possess souls that are at a vibration that is extremely not kind, not good. It is the dark side. You're always going to have the dark side. You're always going to have the light side. That's good. You need to have those things, so it creates friction and it creates learning. What I did like about the video is that there were quite a few references. And then quite a few about how many abductions and how many times they've been sighted. And I don't want to hear about. I don't like thinking about. I feel very strongly that I love human beings so much. I love creation, and I do not like seeing other people being treated disagreeably, because I too would not want to be treated that way. And so, but I did appreciate sort of expanding my mind to see that there's, like, let's just throw a number out there. Let's just say 100,000 alien beings. We'll just throw a number out there just to expand your mind. Doesn't have to be 100,000. But just visualize 100,000 various types of alien beings that are literally like miles away from Earth. Because it is miles for them when they can just hop in their spaceship and go places. It's like driving down to McDonald's. It doesn't take long. That is what it is like for them to travel through space to get to Earth. Let's just say 100,000 species of alien beings that could come to Earth. Don't let yourself get worried about that or whatever. Just keep living your life the way that you are intended to be living it. That is your purpose, is to experience life as you are meant to be experiencing it. I'm just sharing with you what this video had inspired in me, and it inspired me to remind human beings that we really are advanced and amazing beings that have truly incredible potential. Once we can get past the manipulation, once we can choose to love each other unconditionally, we literally break. We break the sound of manipulation here, because it can't. People will tell you that you will know if it's an evil spirit if you share love with it and it runs away. That is true. Evil spirits can't digest love at all. They can't even manipulate it or be deceiving to try to get you to believe that they are loving. They can't even do it correctly. And they don't digest love very well. And unconditional love, okay, just to say, I thank you for your visits here to my life, and I just want to thank you and share love with you. And if it gets freaked out by that, It's fine. It's just an interaction. Doesn't want to be around your energy. That's fine. It's just an interaction. And so, gosh darn it, where was I going with this? I completely lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about unconditional love, breaking the sound. The sound can't tolerate unconditional love. It is like an evil spirit. It will not be able to digest a voice of unconditional love. It can't do it. You can't see unconditional love. You can feel it. It is a vibration. It is a sound. You can't hear it. You can't hear the sound of unconditional love, but it exists. It's very real. It is love. It is love. You can't deny what love feels like. You can't. And love breaks the sound of the manipulation that keeps us locked into fear. And so that was really what I wanted to share about that video, talking about aliens A to Z. And I appreciate every single voice that exists on YouTube to share wisdom. And I think we all need to appreciate all the different versions of wisdom. Some wisdom, I'm not always going to get it. I'm always going to share based on my own personal experiences, based on how I interpret the information, based on all of that stuff. And every one of us I'm also going to interpret it based on the wisdom of my soul experiences. We've all lived many lifetimes. We're not here on lifetime number one. Some of us are. The ones that are on lifetime number one would not be inspired to, it would just, the fewer the lifetimes, the more aligned with your instinctive nature within the physical body. The more lifetimes, the more aligned you are with the memories of all the lifetimes. And the more you start to question what you see and what you feel, you question what your body inspires you to do, you just start questioning everything. An old soul, let's say 1,000,000 lifetimes of living in 1,000,000 different societies, 1,000,000 different bodies, 1,000,000 different ways of experiencing life. Imagine taking that soul and putting it into a human body. That soul is going to start questioning, why don't people love each other here? Why does money exist? Money is not real. It is a fabrication. Why do people value each other based on what kind of money they have, what their body looks like? That is it's such a manipulation. It's such a manipulation, and yet we still allow it to exist here. Now a young soul would enter into a human body and it wouldn't have anything to base its decision-making off of. It would just go with the flow and just be in the body and just experience the life, and it would be very simple. It would be very simplistic, because young souls can't tolerate a lot of challenge. Young souls are often very good-looking, and because it is an easy entrance into a challenging world. And that's okay. I love young souls. I love all souls. I love all souls, and we need the young souls as much as we need the old souls. I'm just trying to describe the difference, and so you can see why young souls would be aligned with the instinctive nature of what is a human being and what is the manipulation, and they wouldn't know any better. They just wouldn't. And a supreme alien being who has the advancement and the know-how that hasn't been living in a hypnotic state, and basically in a sleep state, because the sound and vibration of the hypnosis here, it actually puts us to sleep of our true potential. A divine oneness with benevolence and unconditional love and literally the wisdom of an infinite universe. And so supreme alien beings, which they talk about interacting with, I do believe that is taking place. I do believe alien beings do interact with governmental systems. But here I am, a true case of a human being, just an average Joe, and who is interacting with superiorly amazing alien beings in the universe, and choosing to get the message of love through the system, through the screen, through YouTube, through whoever can watch this video, to be inspired, to see who you are, to see what is existent here, and to choose to do it differently. So these are supreme alien beings that I'm interacting with to share messages of love, because love is the message that breaks the sound that exists here. It's totally a sound. It's sort of like in Mario Brothers, the game for Nintendo, the old school one. I think it's the third one, and you go to the desert land and they have the music box and everybody goes to sleep. That's what is going on here. Everybody's asleep to the sound of this music and not paying attention to what is real, what is natural. let me ask the universe if I've shared enough. Let me see what they say. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm asking you to tell me if I've. Okay, so we're looking at what I saw. They're wanting you to know that manipulation exists everywhere. Here. And that manipulation is part of the seed that grows the weed that is part of the illusion. And it's not the flowers. It may look like a flower, but it is actually a weed, is what they say. And they say that what I had watched was actually corrupted data, and actually given to mankind as a tool to find truth and wisdom, in order to understand the universe. But the data was corrupted so that we wouldn't have the right information. Again, it wasn't. They say that the seed that grows the real flower, not the flower that is the weed, but the actual real flower, is you'll always know, you'll always recognize it based on, was it a message that inspired you to love more, or was it a message that inspired you to fear, inspired you to inspired concern. That is actually what supreme alien beings are telling me right now. That is how you evaluate what is real wisdom. Is what was it loving? Did it make you want to become a better human being? And they told me, they reminded me now, because I saw something in the video that I didn't like. In this video, they talk about the gray alien beings, and I know better. They said the gray alien beings were kind to human beings, you know, and that is not true. We all know this. We all know this. And I know this because I have past lives where I have interacted with gray alien beings who are abducting me. I know this in my heart and soul, that there are gray alien beings that are not kind to human beings, and that is we experience it as not kind. They experience it as an opportunity to become wiser, to develop understanding. That is their side of the fence, okay? We experience the nightmare. They don't. They experience an opportunity for learning and development. That is what the two sides of the fence are, okay? And they're telling me that was what actually prompted me to just find the value of the information to be completely worthless, because it would have the nerve to tell human beings that gray aliens were kind and loving to human beings. That, again, we experience the torture. They don't experience the torture. They experience the other side of the fence. So that was an example of how the information had been manipulated and corrupted, because it needs to stay at a frequency that allows the hypnosis of the wisdom that is out there, and it speaks itself so clearly, and like it is truth, and it isn't enlightenment at all. In fact, it is sort of makes you just feel so small and so easily violated, and that is not the truth. They say they actually show me what is sort of like a rainbow of ships. And I don't, you know what, this was not me a few months ago. I would not talk about benevolent alien beings or really any alien beings at all. But it's part of what I'm here to do now, especially this month, has been prompted to really explore my relationships with the alien beings. And they show me what are, what I need to perceive it as is a rainbow of ships of literally love, a heart. And the love is shared with this planet every single day, all day long. And it is sort of a blessing for them to get through to me finally, that I would be willing to share these messages of love with you. They say you can interpret me however you choose, but remember, it is the sound that tries to inspire love in you. That is the sound you need to look for in the wisdom that you are seeking. You just have to find the voice that is the most loving. So that is all that I'm going to share. So that's 2 videos. I am done sharing videos for today. But I had to get that one out of me because it's been sort of weighing me down, and I've been I just have to talk about it. So I just wanted to share that quick. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.